In a world where the Las Vegas Raiders constantly grapple with the highs and lows of the NFL, a new storyline emerges that could reshape their destiny. The buzz is deafening, the stakes are sky high, and the potential outcomes are tantalizing. Imagine, for a moment, a future where the Raiders don't just compete, they dominate. But what if the key to unlocking this potential lies not in their current roster, but in a bold, game-changing decision that could bring one of the league's most polarizing quarterbacks to Las Vegas? The whispers are growing louder, and the idea of Dak Prescott donning the silver and black in 2025 is no longer just a fantasy. It's a real possibility. But this isn't just about acquiring a star. It's about the Raiders' quest to rise from the ashes and reclaim their place among the NFL elite. As we dive into this compelling narrative, ask yourself, is Dak Prescott the missing piece in the Raiders' puzzle, or is this just another fleeting dream? Stay with us as we explore every angle of this intriguing possibility. And by the end, you'll want to weigh in on whether this move could truly bring glory back to Raider Nation. Don't forget to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel for all the latest Raiders news and updates. The Las Vegas Raiders have always been a team shrouded in history, drama, and a relentless pursuit of greatness. As the 2024 season unfolds, the whispers of what could be in 2025 have already begun to swirl. For a franchise that has seen its fair share of ups and downs, the prospect of landing a top-tier quarterback like Dak Prescott has ignited a firestorm of speculation. Could Prescott be the key to turning the Raiders into a formidable force once again? This narrative takes us on a journey through the possibilities, challenges, and potential outcomes that could define the Raiders' future. As the Raiders enter the 2024 season, the quarterback situation is anything but stable. Gardner Minshew, expected to lead the charge, brings a mix of experience and uncertainty. His performance in past seasons has been inconsistent, and while he's shown flashes of brilliance, questions linger about his ability to be the long-term answer for the Raiders. Behind him, Aidan O'Connell, a promising talent, is still in the early stages of his career. His rookie season offered glimpses of potential, but potential alone won't win games. The pressure is on, and both quarterbacks know that their future with the Raiders is anything but guaranteed. The front office is keenly aware that the 2024 season will be a litmus test for both Minshew and O'Connell. If either falters, the door could open for a significant change. But what would that change look like? The Raiders have been burned before by betting on the wrong horse at the quarterback position, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The fans, the franchise, and the future of Raider Nation are all hanging in the balance. Enter Dak Prescott, a name that needs no introduction in NFL circles. As the Dallas Cowboys' starting quarterback, Prescott has built a reputation as a dynamic, high-caliber player capable of leading a team deep into the playoffs. But as the Cowboys' 2024 season unfolds, speculation about Prescott's future is growing. Could he be on the move? NFL analyst Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk has suggested that if things don't pan out with Minshew and O'Connell, the Raiders might set their sights on Prescott as their quarterback for 2025. For the Raiders, Prescott represents more than just a talented player. He symbolizes hope. Hope that the team can finally break free from mediocrity and compete with the best in the league. However, bringing Prescott to Las Vegas is easier said than done. The Raiders would need to convince him to leave a franchise like the Cowboys, not to mention the daunting prospect of competing in a division that includes Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert. The path to landing Prescott is fraught with challenges, but for the Raiders, the potential reward is worth the risk. The idea of Dak Prescott in silver and black is tantalizing, but how well would he actually fit with the Raiders' current roster and offensive scheme? Prescott is known for his leadership, resilience, and ability to make plays under pressure, qualities that would be invaluable to a Raiders team that has struggled with consistency at the quarterback position. With a receiving core that includes talents like Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow, Prescott would have the weapons to succeed. Moreover, Prescott's ability to extend plays with his legs adds a dimension to the Raiders' offense that could be game-changing. Under the guidance of head coach Josh McDaniels, the Raiders have the potential to craft an offense tailored to Prescott's strengths. But there's more to it than just X's and O's. The Raiders would need to build a cohesive team around Prescott, ensuring that both the offensive line and the defense can hold their own against the elite teams in the league. It's a tall order, but one that could lead to a resurgence in Las Vegas. Even if the Raiders were to land Prescott, the road to success wouldn't be easy. The AFC West is one of the toughest divisions in football, home to the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers, led by Mahomes and Herbert, respectively. For Prescott, joining the Raiders would mean going head-to-head with these powerhouse teams at least twice a year. The competition is fierce, and any missteps could be costly. Furthermore, the Raiders' front office would need to make some difficult decisions to accommodate Prescott's arrival. Would they have to part ways with key players to free up cap space? Could they build a defense capable of complementing Prescott's talents? And most importantly, would the fans embrace Prescott as the new face of the franchise? These are questions that loom large as the Raiders contemplate their future. Dak Prescott is one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the NFL, and securing his services would require a significant financial commitment from the Raiders. With the salary cap always a consideration, the Raiders would need to navigate the complexities of structuring a deal that works for both parties. This could mean restructuring contracts, making tough cuts, or even trading away valuable assets to free up the necessary cap space. The financial aspect of this potential move cannot be overlooked. Prescott would not come cheap, and the Raiders would need to be strategic in how they manage their finances. But if they believe Prescott is the missing piece that could lead them to Super Bowl, then the investment might just be worth it. The question remains, is the Raiders' front office willing to make the necessary sacrifices to bring Prescott to Las Vegas? The prospect of Dak Prescott becoming the Raiders' quarterback in 2025 is sure to elicit strong reactions from the fan base. Raider Nation is passionate, loyal, and deeply invested in the team's success. But how would they feel about Prescott, a player who has spent his entire career with the Cowboys, stepping in as their new leader? For some, the idea of bringing in a proven winner like Prescott would be a dream come true. They see him as the player who could finally lead the Raiders back to glory. Others might be more skeptical, questioning whether Prescott is the right fit for the team's culture and style of play. Winning over the fans would be crucial for Prescott, should he make the move to Las Vegas. The ultimate measure of success for any quarterback is whether they can lead their team to a championship. For the Raiders, a franchise with a storied history but a long championship drought, the stakes couldn't be higher. If Prescott were to join the Raiders, the expectation would be nothing less than a Super Bowl appearance within a few years. But is Prescott the quarterback who can deliver on those lofty expectations? Prescott has shown that he can win games and lead his team to the playoffs, but he has yet to reach the pinnacle of the sport. Joining the Raiders would give him a fresh start and a new challenge, but it would also come with immense pressure. The Raiders have been starved for success, and anything less than a deep playoff run would be seen as a failure. The question is, does Prescott have what it takes to meet those expectations and bring a championship to Las Vegas? While the idea of Dak Prescott leading the Raiders in 2025 is exciting, it's important to consider what might happen if the deal doesn't come to fruition. If Prescott decides to stay with the Cowboys or sign with another team, where would that leave the Raiders? The franchise cannot afford to put all its eggs in one basket and must have a backup plan in place. This could mean exploring other options in free agency, trading for a different quarterback, or even taking another shot at the NFL draft. The Raiders have shown a willingness to be aggressive in their pursuit of top talent, but they also need to be prepared for the possibility that Prescott might not be available. Having a contingency plan will be crucial to ensuring that the Raiders are not left scrambling if things don't go their way. As the 2024 season progresses, the Raiders will need to closely evaluate their quarterback situation and make a decision about their future. If Gardner Minshew or Aiden O'Connell steps up and proves to be the answer, then the need for Dak Prescott might diminish. But if the season ends in disappointment, the Raiders could find themselves in a position where they have to make a bold move. The decision to pursue Prescott would not be made lightly. It would require careful consideration of the team's current state, their prospects for the future, and the financial implications of such a move. The front office, coaching staff, and ownership would all need to be on the same page, and the decision would likely define the next decade for the franchise. The question is, are the Raiders ready to take that leap of faith? As the possibility of Dak Prescott joining the Raiders in 2025 continues to stir debate, one thing is clear: the future of Raider Nation hangs in the balance. The decisions made over the next year will shape the trajectory of the franchise for years to come. Will the Raiders take a bold step and bring in Prescott, or will they find another path to success? As fans, all we can do is watch, wait, and hope that the right choices are made. The prospect of Prescott in silver and black is certainly exciting, but it's just one piece of a much larger puzzle. Raider Nation, what do you think? Could Dak Prescott be the missing piece that finally brings a championship back to Las Vegas? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for all the latest Raiders news and updates. The road ahead is uncertain, but one thing is for sure. It's going to be one hell of a ride.